Gamescom 2013, we are live at the EA booth with Battlefield 4. I'm Alex Menders, our Golden Boy FTW, joined by Corey Dunn. And, of course, we're still taking all your questions, looking on Twitter, seeing what you guys are talking about, and, of course, checking out some awesome Battlefield 4 Conquest gameplay on Paracel Storm.
Let's kind of talk about some of the things that we've experienced. I mean, what you could experience if you're here in Cologne, Germany at Gamescom 2013. One of which, this place is packed. I mean,
yeah, I haven't actually gone outside yet. I literally came to the back.
Packed. Even in the areas where you're exiting and walking through the hallways, you're basically best friends with the person next to you.
At least for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy. And also the lines, what that means, we've got two 64-player stations that are going on, one of which here with Conquest that has two commanders. These lines for those are also, I would say, out the door, but, you know, I guess it's taking it to...
It's insane. It's insane. It's almost a little daunting. And the funny thing is, you know, this actually cracked me up, because this morning I woke up, I was like day 3, and I've done a lot of events. I've done a lot of events, and they're all usually 3-day affairs. You know, none of them ever go past 3 days. This is, I think, the first time that I've ever done a 5-day event. So it's actually pretty intense. So I'm looking forward to every single day. But still, it is a lot of content to cover. But the good thing, though, is that unlike E3, where we ran out of stuff after 3 days, I am very glad that we have 5 to talk about all the other things that you guys want. And don't forget that there are rebroadcasts of what we're doing here.
You're just telling people right now in the rebroadcast that there's a rebroadcast.
Yes. Why not? Just watch it all back.
Think about that for a second.
I understand it's rebroadcastception, but just watch it all back, man. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just blow your minds away, man.
Blowing your minds. And of course, you can see that these gamers behind us are starting to fill in. We're about to hop back into Paracel Storm here with Conquest, getting the chance to see 32 versus 32. What do you want to see at home? I'll go ahead and hop on Twitch chat for a moment. Usually the no man's land for me.
No offense to you guys out there. It's just oftentimes, you know, it's very hard to keep up with everything that's going on at the, you know, as everything kind of just like scrolls up. That's my excuse. But yeah, and of course, I do want to give, you know, Luton09, who's been constantly talking to us on Twitter and also just getting feedback for us as well to talk about, has certainly been very helpful. And I just want to give a shout out to Chadman70 for talking about my
shout outs. You're such a good guy.
I'm a good guy, man. What can I say? It's what I do. But yeah, guys, you know, obviously there is just a lot to cover here. We're going to be jumping into the action just a little bit as the players are getting geared up and ready to go. As a matter of fact, they're already in the action. So let's go ahead and hop into the game and see what is going on here, because we have some jet gameplay going on.
Yes, right now you can see we're on board here with the Chinese jet here, the J-20. Just kind of taking a look, go and hop back into the first-person view. One of the things that players are starting to notice, gamers at home, is looking at the radar on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It's actually blipping the enemy that's in the air with them. So that's one of the nice little features that have come into the game as well.
Yeah, and someone has been asking about 2-seated jets. As you can clearly tell here in this jet gameplay, there is not an option for a second seat, so it is a 1-seater. I saw someone on the in the chat actually say that, so no 2-seated jets. Stop asking. Because I've been getting that so much, and I'm glad we were able to finally nip that one in the butt. And then there is another one that I saw here. Let me see if we can actually scroll up there. Explain the 5-man squad thing again, I think, for everyone back at home.
All right, let's do it all over again.
Let's help out Gretty here on the Twitch chat. Let's just be like, Gretty, we're going to help you out, buddy. We're going to tell you exactly what the deal is. Break it down, Corey.
All right, pull out your abacus, your calculators, whatever you want. We're going to sit there and kind of do mathematics for a moment here on the Battlefield 4 stream. I get it. The fact is, whenever you do 5 times 6, or that's 5 players in 6 squads each, you get 30 players there, plus 2 remaining. Well, 2 are going to get left out. Well, yes, that's true. That does work mathematically, but at the same token, if you do the proper, you kind of spread out amongst squads. What you can do is have 4 squads of 5, which gives you 20 players, and then do 3 squads of 4, which will give you 12 additional, which will get 12 plus 20 gives you 32.
Boom.
Basically, the quickest way to answer this is it gives you the freedom to basically spread out and have a little bit more leg room in each one of your squads. So just take that in consideration. You're not limited on the number of squads that you can have. Also, you got to think about those lone wolves that don't even join squads.
That's very true. So they got to compensate for that as well. But yes, so that is just a little information for you guys. That's how the squads work here. And Corey, your math is impeccable.
I've always been known for my math in any of the games that I compensate for.
So Gretty, yes sir, there will be some short squads because you can choose to have a short squad. If you have 3 friends, you could be a 3-man squad, or you could be a 4-man squad. Again, it's freedom.
So one of the benefits as a squad leader is kind of we're talking about the Comoros, the communication rows, having the ability to cycle through. You can just as a general player, you can say, I need ammo, I need a ride, I need a resupply, all of those different things. But as a squad leader, you have the capability of accepting and denying an objective. Also, you have the ability to request a UAV scan, a supply drop. You can just request an objective. What do we need to do? Where do we need to attack? Where do we need to defend? And then for those pesky commanders that really don't have it all up there in their head and you kind of disagree with their opinion, you can deny those requests as well.
Yep, so that's some pretty cool stuff there. And I know I saw someone in the chat ask about commander mode, if we could show it. You cannot show commander mode, but what we can show you is tabletop perspective, which is pretty much the exact camera view that you will see for the commander. I mean, save for a couple of choices. Obviously, I can click on certain areas and be able to pick where I want to put UAVs and all these other scans on there, and among other tools. But the view that you're seeing here, this tabletop perspective, is basically the commander mode POV.
Right, it's the exact type of view that you're going to see there. You're going to have the chance to be able to see the player's perspective. Also, you can sit there and see, traditionally you will have a UAV scan that you can do, a EMP UAV, a vehicle drop, and then once your team starts to acquire points like B, C, and D, for instance, here on Paracel Storm, the B point will actually allow you to have to deploy the gunship. C will give you the vehicle scan, and E will give you an infantry scan. So again, I apologize, D will give you the infantry scan. Then of which, whenever we start to see some real gun battles happen, you can see this is where a UAV scan is happening. There's a lot of cool metagame that can go on at the same time. You can sit there and have an EMP scan in a certain area and try to draw the attention from the other commander, so you can start to have this plan of attack. And then you're actually attacking a whole different point, just all happening all at once. There is a progress bar, or a bro bar, if you will, that is going to be there for the commander, that gives them accessibility to supply drops, vehicle drops, or a quicker cooldown there as well.
Yep, and so yeah, of course, you know, that's some information on the commander mode. People have been asking for some recon gameplay as well. We will certainly find you some recon players. Corey, why don't you show people the Nifty Spectator and find us a recon player? So everyone's dead there. You got some guys dead there. Okay, everyone's dead. So no one's using recon on the Alpha team. Okay, seems like
hey, we found one. Bravo 11 is the only recon class, and he's not even really utilizing. He's got the this is my favorite weapon so far. The SRR-61. I was using this one as well.
He's using it with iron sights.
Yeah, he's going full iron sight, which is interesting. He can do a variable zoom. This is one of the things too. So if you look at the very bottom of the screen, you can see he has the capability of varying his zoom there. So right now it's currently at 0 meters. So basically he's making the adjustments. He's making the adjustments for that bullet drag, that bullet drop that comes in once you shoot. Now, you can set it whenever you have a rangefinder. There's a rangefinder attachment that can tell you how far away someone is. It's also available in third-person view, so you don't even actually have to scope in. You can go ahead and set your zoom. And once you set it, so say for instance, they're 300 meters away. You set it for 300 meters.
And that's for your scope.
For your scope, you can set it. You can actually shoot exactly where they're at. Of course, it takes that bullet travel time to get there, but it's going to hit on point. It's going to do its own arching effect. It's going to do the physics for you, and just again making it easier to make those shots. And nope, this is not how you take down that turbine.
Yep, not at all, not at all. Or the windmill, as we've been calling it. Oh no, never mind. We're wrong.
He's causing effect to it.
Yeah.
No, that's a lightning storm that's actually that is causing the effect there. He is not, though.
Okay, he is not. Well, that's good to know. But now you can see the waves actually starting to really give you a little, make you a little seasick there. So yeah, so now we actually got some jet gameplay. Nice kill there, as this is going to be Bravo 26, I believe. Was that Bravo 26 able to pick one up there? And all right, so let's see here. Can the squad leader talk to the commander? Corey, you had an opportunity to actually talk with Patrick about the squad and the commanders and all that stuff. What's the deal there?
So voiceover talking about having mic communication. I don't know that availability, but basically it's all through radio commands, being able to accept, deny any of those types of requests.
Nice.
So there you go. So we're kind of just looking around here. We're just watching Bravo 26 here for a while now until he gets taken down. So you still need to worry about any wires that are happening, any tree branches that might be out there that could basically mess with your jet gameplay.
Yep, and let me see here, trying to see. So people were asking to see the queue menu. We actually cannot, because
in spectator mode, you cannot.
In spectator mode, there is no queue menu for us to access. That's only with the players. Obviously, it's unfortunate, but that's just something that's so direct that the spectator mode, it does a lot of other amazing things, and I'm more than okay with not seeing the queue menu. But hopefully, though, as you know, you guys get to, and of course, if you're familiar with the queue menu, then you know that probably looks exactly the same from what you remember it. But and our buddy gets taken out. That's unfortunate.
Let's take a look here and see who's on the top of our board right now. Bravo 4 working as, looks like he was getting taken out there in that process.
I saw someone asking about colorblind support. Actually, my brother, he plays with colorblind support on. I will ask that question because the good news is that Lars is going to be coming up here after this game is done to talk to us more about Battlefield 4. So I will be sure to ask him that question.
Colorblind mode, remember it.
I will remember it.
Put it in the back of your mind.
Just leave this here for me, and then
I'll leave my iPad there with you.
Pretty sure the guy is going to be like, dude, can you say it? Can you say it? Can you say it? You know, like, and I'm pretty sure he will. So
honestly, chat, you're doing a great job so far. Really,
I got
useful feedback that we want to see here.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy about that. But yeah, and of course, you know, we know that you guys have very specific things, of course, throughout the course of this this week. We'll be sure to cover that. You
want to try to ask about the dog tag competition? We can ask it. I don't know for a fact if Lars has the full.
Yeah, and of course,
we ask. They listen. They're like, all right, well, I'll give you what I know.
Yeah. They just tell you like what it is currently in their brain right now, which I think is actually pretty cool. Never really seen anyone do that before, so kind of happy about that. And what are we looking at here right now, Corey? We're actually watching some SK22, the Tunguska, who actually someone on Reddit had made fun of me about that, and I cried for a little while, but I was able to get over it and just work on my pronunciation.
We can't have hard shells that we cannot stand up here as commentators for as long as we have.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, guys, we're going to continue to look at the Twitch chat here. This game is winding down a little bit, or at least it should be. Who's doing particularly well? We have Alpha 16 on screen right now. He's what, like 14-3?
He's 14-2. You can take a look here. Also see his KDR right there, 14-2. Score right now 31-30, and trying to turn on somebody. Looks like he's going to try to be able to even that one up. He is. Look at his class right now. He is an engineer. We did see him in a heli earlier.
Yep, he did pick up one. I want to mention this real quick because a lot of people have been asking me about suppression. So I've been doing a lot of suppression on my play sessions. Not nearly as strong as it once was. From what I understand, a lot of people were.
BF3 was insane on the suppression.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, well,
I was curious about it.
I was using suppression a lot, and honestly, people were able to get away fairly easy from it.
All right, so this is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to find a sniper. So we keep getting questions about sniper glare. See if we can find a recon.
Oh, the glare is there. The glare is there for sure.
It is there, but we'll see how effective it really, or how far away. So right now, in this game, we do not have a recon class.
I think that's the first for the internet. because there's always a dude using a sniper. There's always a dude using a sniper, Corey.
I will hop in the game. I'll tell you whenever you're interviewing Lars, I'll let you know exactly which player I am, so then you know for a fact that we've got the recon class, and I'll show you my favorite skin, my favorite camo as well. I'll hop on this machine that's right behind us. The Eastern Turtle.
God.
It's so awesome.
Firefighter all day, bro. That's my camo.
You also see me camping in the distance with my rangefinder and my variable zoom.
Yeah. So let's see here. What else we have? What are we looking at right now? We have who's this guy? He's using an M16A3 with the iron sight, laser sight, heavy barrel, and ergo grip. So I would have particularly used that setup there. Probably would have opted to slap a red dot on there.
Oh, that was actually probably a perfect opportunity to see about clipping. That's another question we can talk with Lars. So, colorblind mode, that's one question.
Yes.
Clipping, so whenever you go prone, and whether or not you can be spotted there through the wall.
Yep.
That's a big one as well. And I think that's what we got so far. We'll look into the sniper glint, the scope glint.
I mean, I can tell you guys, I was killed by a sniper yesterday. It really sucked, and I saw the glint from quite a distance. It was actually pretty prominent. So like I saw the glint, but I really didn't see the sniper. And it was like really far out though. So like I wasn't really gonna get that shot on him because I was using a red dot, actually red dot M4. So I wasn't gonna be able to get a clear shot on him, but I saw the glint from a distance. Now I don't know if there's another glint that if you're referring to the glint that's in the scope when you're trying to snipe with like the sun hitting you. That I haven't seen because I haven't really taken a chance to snipe yet. I'll probably end up doing that though, just to get an idea and get a feel for it myself, but I haven't really seen that in it. But I can tell you though that when you're getting shot by a sniper, you definitely see where he's coming from if he's scoped in.
Let's take a look over the top here and kind of get some last little moments here. Looking at some, we'll look at the attack boat here currently. You can see that we've got a player here on board, and he's going to try to take the jet ski away now. Quick little 180, nice little turn.
Yeah. Someone asked about why was the Russian flag on the M16. The Russian flag was on the M16 because that's a camo.
It's an emblem.
I'm sorry, it's an emblem. I apologize. I'm sorry. It is an emblem. The emblem is the Russian flag. You can have your own emblem on the gun. That is something that they're going to be putting into Battlefield 4. Pretty stoked about that. So you can have an emblem, and then on top of that, you can also have the camo too. So you can really personalize the gun, make it look a little sweet. You know, the usual. And someone's asking about female soldiers. I haven't seen anything about female soldiers. I haven't, unfortunately. I know that there are some gamers out there like to play as female soldiers.
We also have been asked numerous times about premium modes. And this will be our last little, the last answer to you, those of you at home. We'll get a whole new set of gamers in here. I'll hop onto a machine behind us to be able to get anytime. I'll be listening the entire time, and anything that the chat requests, if they want to see a certain type of gun, any certain types of weapons, skins, camos, any of that type of stuff, we'll sit there a chance. And they're kicking people out right now so we can get a whole new squad back in here, which is great. But again, for those of you that are wondering about premium, you can go on to battlefield.com and order your premium as well right now to get all of those expansion packs. Of course, that's all the DLCs, 2 weeks early access of all expansion packs for that competitive edge, and then also unique personalization options, including camos, paints, emblems, dog tags, and so much more. Priority position there in the queue, just like you had there in Battlefield 3. New content every week, and 12 bonus Battlefield 4 battle packs that you can.
A lot of stuff
that happens there. Again, battle packs give you different types of camos and stuff like that. So again, we're going to have Lars hop on here with us once again. You'll have the chance to be able to ask the questions that the community wants to know, also questions that you have. Remember, colorblind mode.
Colorblind mode.
Sniper glint.
Sniper glint.
And I forgot about the other one, so that's why we try to keep track of everything. But stick around here. We'll be back after the break right here from Gamescom 2013. Again, I'm Corey Dunn alongside Alex Mendez. We'll catch you after the break.